Okay, let's try this. So, those of you that followed my stream on Twitch, JKR iRacer, will know this is a new thing we are going to try. We are going to record these for YouTube. A season we are going to use the NASCAR Camping World trucks. I have built, why had this set failed tech? This is the same thing I ran like a week ago. I don't know why this is failing tech, but that's not good. All right, let's go back to plan B here. Let's put this up, setup work. This is a work in progress, as you can tell. We're going to try to make this something that's pretty cool. So, again, exactly how it's going to work, I don't know. But try to see if I can figure out this setup, see what else I can dig up in the old files from the past. I don't know why this doesn't work. We just ran Bristol like 3 weeks ago. Anyways, so this is going to be just a season of longer races. The trucks are like 10 or 11 weeks, I guess is the way to put it, races. So hopefully it's fun. I'm just going to use old sets I built. See open sets, I'm not going to tweak them. There's a random field grid of drivers, I guess. I the percent 100 for the AI difficulty, so we don't have any of the really slow guys we've seen in street stocks, nor do we have the aliens that we just can't keep up with, and it makes it horrible. So that's the goal here, to have that kind of thing. So where are all my old Bristol setups? Like really old stuff. Try one of those and see if it works. Here's one. Let's see. All right. Looks like this is gonna let us do this. Okay, we'll try this again. See open Bristol. Is this gonna be good? I have no idea. There's no time left in practice, so we're just gonna go out. See if it's ass or not. Looks like it's gonna be crowded. This is a 100-lap race. As I was saying, there's no damage in races. It's just kinda, I want to race. Unlimited fast repairs. I don't think if we die, we're just gonna pretend like we're done. So we'll see what we got here. See what line is preferred, how the truck handles, etc. I really don't know. So let's see what we end up with. So these guys are pretty fast. David Tucker behind us here. We are slow as rocks. Now, I must admit, I am not very good at Bristol. I never have been. I probably never will be. But we'll see what kind of speed we have here as we go. It's going to be the key. We can run, you know, not do that. That's not good. Anyways, looks like this might be as much of an interesting fest as some of the streeter races were. And we were like 5/10 off the pace. Good grief. Okay, I cannot find that much pace. So this is race 1 at Bristol. Like I said, I think there are 11 of these, and next is Iowa, and after that, Road America. We're just gonna run this this race set, I guess, since this is all I've got. This is all I prepared, so we're gonna see how it goes. We're just gonna try to have fun with it. Hopefully, these are nice little YouTube videos that you can make a playlist of. I have no idea how often these are gonna get out right now. For the next week or two, I have some actually decent amount of free time, so maybe we'll see if I can get, you know, 2 or 3 of these out every week. That would be nice. We're not gonna do any editing or anything like that. I don't have those kind of skills. We're gonna go out and run these races, these videos, and that's that. So I do know from when CO go a couple weeks ago, there's a killer bump in the middle of 1 and 2 that's just brutal. The time lanes try to run the bottom here. It is very, very slippery down there. It's not where I prefer to run here because of that. All is well that ends well. Okay, so not fast. We only died slightly. See where that puts us, 14.6. So we're not stupidly far off. I don't know how Tucker ran a 3 on that lap. That's incredible. So we'll see what we got in the race. I guess we're starting 16th, so right in the middle of the mess. I have no idea which AIs are going to be really good and which ones are going to suck, but 16-1 at the back looks like we will catch some traffic. 100 lap race, we probably won't need a pit stop here, but some of these races we're going to need pit stops. So we have unlimited faster pairs, like I said. Hopefully we don't have to start using those. Should be good on fuel here. We got plenty of fuel, so hopefully we don't have to use any of those, or many, if at all, of those faster pairs, as I'm trying to fix my foot after bleeding. Scratched my toe earlier. So I did not race the Sea Open set a couple weeks ago. I have no idea if it's going to be any good or not, but we'll see. Drew Adamson, he's a nice guy, among other people, so I don't know how these are going to go. We're just going to try to have some fun, so yeah, that'll be a thing. We'll just recap at the end of every video and kind of update the points, I guess, which I don't think I'll be able to show you. I'm not the best at streaming, obviously, so we'll just wing it, see how things go, and hopefully it's fun. So 100 laps shouldn't take too long here, maybe 30-35 minutes depending on traffic. So I guess a good length of video. Check out the wheels in the mirror on the 55 truck. They look like the wheels from NASCAR Thunder 2003. Maybe it's not that way on the PlayStation, but when they go out of focus on the PC, they look two-dimensional. They look flat. It's very interesting. I don't know why that reminded me of that. I know this is obviously a similar code to NASCAR Racing 2003 season, but that reminded me of NASCAR Thunder 2003, the EA game. So, okay, I digress. All right, let's see if we can actually run well here. I have no idea what the pace is going to be like, traffic, fall off, strategy, so. All right. 100 laps. Let's see what we got. Need to hang it up there. There we go. Yeah. Interesting. I definitely don't, as we saw there. Oh, and we're gonna bin it immediately all by ourselves. So this set obviously is not that good. Let these guys freaking go around. What are they waiting for? Alright, we're just gonna do one of these. Wave myself around there, just trying to be courteous. It's all good. But yeah, I mean we're gonna start at the back. We're gonna do this as if it's happening. So. Yeah, let's let these slappers or guys that are getting past the pace car here go. Come on, Cisco, let's go. Don't want tires or anything, I just want to be able to come get a faster pair, which would be nice. No idea which side of pit road I'm on, that's not very helpful. It's like probably the front stretch. I don't think I've ever pitted on the back stretch here. I don't think I've ever been in a race that was long enough or had enough cars to pit on the back stretch here. I've pitted on the back stretch at South Boston before, but never here. I don't know what's up with our setup or anything here. Alright, so this is going to be a recovery race, obviously. Obviously, I did not practice this set very much. Ran, what, 2 laps? Kind of plugged and played something that was old, so that's okay. Like I said, I'm just going to use old sets I have. We're not going to practice or do anything weird. we're just gonna go for it because that sounds like fun. So why is this caution so long? It was a single truck spin. I killed myself. What were the tire wear there? 96 already, yikes. So yeah, maybe this set is just terrible and I'm just bad, I don't know. But you know, it's kind of one of those things, I guess. Oh, this is brutally terrible. Now, I will say, hopefully we can pass some of these guys in the back here. The lower AI rating or whatever it's called. Ah, yikes. Oh yeah, they're putting 42nd, 43rd place guys to the tail. Only 2 guys lapped down that got damaged there. The damage looks pretty good. I don't remember if these have a damage mile change recently or not, but they look pretty good. Alright. See if we can actually pass some people and at least get up in the top 20 and salvage something here. I don't know what the goal is going to be, but well, that was not good. Oh, dude. Oh my god. I see many dead people. Holy crap. Damage was off, obviously it's on. And we blew up, so we're gonna get another fast repair here. Okay, well that was all very interesting, and we died immediately, so. And that had nothing to do with me, that was an AI flip is what we saw there. I don't know what to think of that. Obviously, yeah, they got something weird going on, because that was a little bit bonkers, but... oh, I see we still got a truck stopped up here. Mr. Nash, is he broken, or what happened? I obviously need to come get the repair. This is why we have the unlimited fast repairs, because this is going to be... some of these races are going to be a little nuts, which is fine. Okay, so this is not going how I hoped it would to start here. It's been a little bit bonkers, which is good and bad, you know, it's Bristol, baby, so whatever. Hopefully they aren't all like this terrible and we're slow and so on, but again, this is far from my best track, far from really a track that I like anymore on this tire model, so, you know, just take what we got, I guess. At some point here, if the AIs don't pit, we might just take some tires just to have fresh ones, even though you want heat in your tires, but lap 50, you know, 50 lap fresher tires got to be worth something, even against computers. I don't really know. I haven't really run long enough races to experiment with that or figure that out. Pace laps are excruciating back here. At this pace, man. Oh, this is brutal. We want quickie pace laps. Yikes. Only been up, what, 1 spot, maybe 2 spots since the last restart with all the flipping trucks, so I think Scott Nash was who flipped. That's why he was disabled on the bottom, so. Do AIs tow? I don't know. I don't know what they do. Either way, we're still going. We got those unlimited faster pairs because I'd rather be able to race, figure it out from there, and hopefully, like I said, we can actually get going and move up a little bit here. That was not the best lap restart there. Ran the back of a dude and then died off turn 2. But see what we can get done. I guess the goal is to get back in the top 20 and then go from there because I don't really know how this is all going to shake out. So we're kind of winging it. We're learning together. I'm doing this for your benefit so we can all learn. We can't get last because 43rd dude is out, I think, so. Jesus Christ. Where's 43rd dude? No, we got 2 back there, so that's 42. I don't know what's going on. We're just going to go. Jeez. Let me on finally, fan. Thanks. I feel like I have to use too much wheel to run the bottom, which is weird because you should probably be able to roll off in there really easy. Oh, well. There we go, we're going by TJ Majors, that's always a good one to pass. Maybe Reese gonna go back to the bottom. I think he's good for Belt Spotter. Alright, we're up to 30th, that's progress. No, it's very pleased when I was looking at the AI roster to see that Alex Horn is not very good in his batch here, so maybe that's known. Hopefully we should at least beat him every race. Pretty spread out now, obviously, but catch traffic and they'll step up fairly quickly. Yeah, I like that Nick Bailey. I like him as a guy. First of all, it intelligence the AI there to give me a lane in case I decide to take it with a big run off the top there on the exit. It's really interesting. I've never seen rain. They usually just run their super glue line, and that's that. Curious how I will go to this place. It seems like you're either a bottom feeder or you run the top line that I'm running here. You can run bottom, middle, 2 lanes up, and then 3 and 4 to run a lane off the wall or try to run the very bottom of the late apex. It's kind of hard in the middle there. So, see what that turns into, but. Of course, official racing is for real people. I'd be hitting the thank you hotkey for every single truck. Cisco's having a bad day. We started not that long ago, so. Oh yeah, just tighten the bottom. Probably par for the course. I usually build to run the top here. so it's not a surprise that a little bit in struggle bus on the bottom, but definitely starting to get tight. It's not too bad yet. Stay up here. Roll this exit. There we go. Leader is coming behind us. I saw there. The red. Not gonna put it 3 wide here. That would be bad. I feel like I'm a mid-pack truck right now, like the 18 Kyle Bushmore sports truck or something, where I'm good, running shit, and can't get through everybody, and we're just gonna run average. Definitely getting tight. For the 38 Chevrolet sounds. I can only imagine I'd be very, very, very tight on the bottom, so we're not going to get down there if we can, unless we're not in a really slow truck or something. So yeah, usually you have to be a little bit tighter to be able to run the outside compared to the inside, but you know, you definitely have to be loose regardless of whatever, so it's kind of a lose-lose here. I don't know which way we want to go here. Oh, this will be safe. Oh, that was fun. A little bit bonkers. We are at 20, but I didn't see that past Chris Leon. We had problems within the street stock race for 20 spot. Ian's right behind us there. He's the leader, Tony Gardner. So they're rolling pretty good. The AI are starting to move around a little bit. The dudes are in the middle. That's interesting. We're going to get lapped here shortly. Traffic game definitely going to get basically waxed here. There's nothing we can do. Coming close to halfway here, lap 40. There we go. Now this feels like I'm racing a GMS truck or a KBM truck that's just light years faster. Obviously they haven't had a spin. I don't know how that works with tire wear and that type of stuff. Obviously they're just rolling. I find it interesting that Tony's running the top, that they're moving around lines. That's very interesting. I'm gonna try to fight for this just like real life. I tell you, it's been a long time since I've been lapped. I don't get lapped very often. With that, you know, respectable truck, I've plenty of damage and gotten lapped. Been a long time since I've been lapped. Well, obviously these are AIs. Yeah, if we can keep rolling, not let these guys get away, we might have a chance at something here at the end, which would be nice. We can get left off, tires on it, and start over. We aren't even halfway yet. I'm pushing pretty bad, so. Yeah, I can't roll anything on the bottom there. What a mess. What a freaking mess. I think we're still the lucky dog though, we are, so. We can get a yellow here from these AIs, which I don't anticipate, you know. Too tight to run the bottom. There's a big hit for that guy. I ran it. Obviously, we're going to throttle up there in the center and try to get clear. A lot of incident points here, 14 of them, so that's par for the course for Bristol. Just trying not to let those leaders get away, obviously, through the traffic. They did, easily. Not really a big surprise, but obviously definitely for center exit, especially, but the entry's not great either. Just can't roll anything, so I'd make the adjustment, but if we don't have a pit stop with the yellow, obviously we're kind of stuck with it right now, so. Probably a little bit naughty there. We had trying to go. This is wild, man. Like what traffic is like in real life here. I know the ARCA race at Bristol, the Ty Gibbs one, traffic was like, they were catching people with 5 laps. Wow, that was kind of crapshoot. I mean, show up and run, but yikes. Awesome. He's got no right front tire left. It's brutal. Just for Bell's pitted, I wonder if that's for damage. Just had to pass so many trucks. The spin didn't help the rear tires, but we just had to pass so many trucks that we can't. Right in front of the wall a couple times and hit other people, so. Typical Bristol. We're doing okay. Just can't catch anybody. Any front end bite at all. Bell must be exiting the pits, is what that call was. Yeah. Got Greg Hill and Austin Greg Hill. Interesting. Let's throw a yellow here, just for fun. Otherwise they're gonna be boring here. Let's give me a wave around so we can get back on the back of these guys. Wave around and we'll start the tail, but I just want some tires. Get a freebie here. We are not the lucky dog. I just gave us one because I wanted to. So everybody's gonna give tires here. Gotta go back to where the leaders were. Get a black flag here, we'll deal with it. interesting how this works here. I don't know where we're going to end up as far as a lap down and whatnot. We'll deal with it. 84 right rear, but 60 something right front. That's not good. We're gonna go to the tail end anyways, because we're a lap down. I think I need another wave around. Jesus Christ. That was not good. Alright, we're gonna extend this yellow. Come in and get another fast repair now because we just tore the right front off of our truck. Oh. Alright, so we reset. We're going to be at the tail, we're going to have the fresh tires though, and we're going to be on the lead lap, so. I don't think they made our tire pressure adjustment. Is it fixed once the race starts? Is that how this works then? Obviously we got the tires, but we didn't get the rest of the stuff, so. I don't know. Make sure all my penalties are cleared here. Okay, we should be good. Alright. Let's see what's I'm gonna throw a yellow immediately after the green comes out and try to get in front of all these lap trucks here. Be up in 12th or wherever I should be. In Dano here. There we go. Okay. I know I said I wasn't going to fuck with this race, but it got boring and Bristol's weird, so we are going to. Because I can do what I want. I want to actually race. I don't want this to be too boring. It's already boring enough having to listen to me. Okay. Alright, so we should have like 25 laps here to try to race some people, I guess. Yep, 12th. Which is probably where we should have been. That's where we started, was up in 16th, so. Top 15 is where we should be. Not like asserting ourselves to the front, obviously. We can't run with them, but we'll see how the rest of the races go, I guess. I chose the truck because I don't race the lot very much anymore. And personally, I don't think I'm that good in it. I used to be okay, especially at certain tracks, this not being one of them, but I'm not huge on it anymore, especially with this new tire mount, the new physics they've had for like this year, maybe last year, but even last year I raced it a fair amount in C Open, but this year I really haven't raced it very much. I raced it at Chicagoland and somewhere else maybe, but other than that I haven't really run too much of it, so. was fast at Chicagoland, though. We won Chicagoland at the Open convincingly. That thing was a rocket ship on the long run, so that was really cool. Short run and long run. The middle, like laps 8 to 20 were not so good, but 30 plus, and certainly in the first, however many, first 5 to 10, I mean, it was flying, so that was great. Okay, I digress. Here we go. Let's get this sorted out here. I don't know what's going on. We're going to have less than 25 to go for the restart here. At some point here, it's going to ask us to pass all these guys. There we go. Now these guys pit, it looks like, so we're going to get to go up. All the way up here. Apparently there are a lot of lap trucks, I guess. Right here. Okay, so we're in 12th. Cool. Okay, so we're going to have 24 laps to go on this restart. We're going to be in 12th on basically fresh tires. No worries there. We got plenty of fuel. And we can go for it and see if we can end up with the top 10. It's been kind of a crapshoot, and I know I've had to change a little bit of it because of the way that pit road works and just stuff. But that's just Bristol stuff, and we won't have to worry about that at, you know, bigger tracks, Road America, and so on. It'll just be about the speed, so we'll see how that goes. Chose Bristol as kind of a wild card to try this out. You know, throw everything the sim can take, and we'll see how it goes. Apparently I'm getting 60 FPS, which is wild, because I never see that anymore on this new computer. I can't imagine my other laptop probably would have been 10 with this many trucks and the new details and the stands that are mandatory here at Bristol. It would just be 10 FPS legitimately. Alright, here we go. Let's try not to self-spin in front of everybody this time, Justin. Otto's truck looks strangely similar to mine, funnily enough. Alright, so these guys I won't be able to just roll by. I say that I did lift early, but we could go the corner there. Could roll so much more corner speed. I don't know where to go. Gotta pick a side, I guess. Someone wants to try to roll the bottom, they can be my guest. I don't know how that's gonna go front. Go ahead, go to the bottom. Yeah. Oh yeah, fresh tires. This is how we should be running up here, passing trucks there of the top 10. This is starting from the back crap. We're not going to win this one, but it's nice to at least race somebody. Anytime you can see Tyler Hudson 85% win for the race is a good day. I don't know what happened. These guys not pit or something? Because they're the guys that were leading, Bobbitt and Gardner and Rick Hill and so on, they're just falling off the cliff. Traffic's going to make the end of this race interesting, I think. 10 laps or so. This is all very interesting. Just had to get to his quarter panel there to pinch him in there. It was good. It's like everybody's pretty held up here. Which way do we go is the question. a $1,000,000 question. Which way? We're gonna go up. And the middle. Oh, that was cool. I don't know who John West is, and we're gonna get junked right there. Okay. Well, we were up to second briefly. A lot of crash trucks there. Alright, we're gonna go over here. Good penalties. Or put fresh tires on them. Why not? Oh, fuel. Okay. Now we're gonna have shootout time. Black flag, so be it. Okay, this is not exactly gone to plan, believe it or not. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if that was a mistake by me or I left the lane and dude filled it or exactly what happened there, but nonetheless, get some more fresh tires. Hopefully it slots us back up in 10th or 11th or wherever we're supposed to be and we can have another stab at top 10. It's all very interesting, I tell you. I don't know exactly what happened. There was a big stack up because Ian had gotten through it and Lisa and Gardner and Hudson and Otto hadn't, and I went around Otto, I think, on the middle, and then the next lap or next corner, all hell broke loose. I don't know exactly what happened. Alex Horn. Alex Horn at 39th place. You like to see it. Okay. Okay. Five-lap shootout at Bristol. We won't catch traffic. We got fresh tires. Nobody else does. I don't know what that means. I don't know how their tire wear works, but maybe we'll be able to pass a couple guys. That'd be nice. If they'd all single out, it's hard to pass when they're double filed for everybody, but try our best. I know Alex isn't very fast, so we should be able to have whatever lane we want here. The guys behind us are going to struggle. Really wanted to go to the middle there. Tires are nice, apparently. Maybe we can get fifth. Alright, there we go. Sixth place, we got what, 2 laps left? going to be hard unless they get really stacked up here and start doing weird things. I don't see it happening unless there's just a mess. Still too tight, yikes. I think everything's pretty orderly here. Need a couple more laps. 6th place, we'll take it and start the season. Interesting race, but we made it. How long did that take? Long time. It's alright, that was fun. We didn't die more than once. We died a couple times, but it was not really my fault. I'm not going to go back and watch the last problem there when we got second. I don't know what it was or why or whatever. Ian won, he probably deserved to there. Alright. How bad was the front of my truck? Oh, it wasn't that bad. Dirty, but it wasn't that bad. That's not too bad. 12 trucks on lead lap. Me. Goddamn. Okay. That's not. Who was that? Maybe they already escaped. Maybe that's what that means. So that's Bristol. That was interesting. I will say that. I don't know. Got the headline: Justin Krasniqi 3 strong pace at Bristol, made out play, start 16th, 6th, 38 points in the season's first race, so we're only 5 points behind. 7 events left, so there must be 8 races, obviously. 26 caution laps, 5 cautions. That's not too bad. 9 lead changes. Did we lead any laps? I don't think we did. I don't remember leading any laps. No, 34 by Bob, 54 by Ian, 12 by Gardner. That's 100, I think, so. How many laps was like behind him? Scotty Nash was 8 behind, but he wrecked. Bell spent a significant chunk of time on pit road, and he only finished 5 laps down, so. Some of these guys had some weird issues. We still were a half second off pace. We were our best lap that second to last lap. Obviously, we're 6th in the points. That was the first race, and we finished 6th, so. All right, that's a good start. We'll do Iowa next. Maybe I'll record it later. Maybe I'll record it. Excuse me, I'm tired. Another day. But Iowa will be next up, and that's that. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you on the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe down below and press the bell notification to get instant updates for one of these or anything else I put on my YouTube goes up. Thank you so much for all the followers, the support, my Discord channel, family, friends, everybody that is involved in me being able to race. I know we're kind of winding down my career a little bit unpredictably, I guess, but we'll see how it goes. And next time we'll go to Iowa. So thanks so much, and bye.